Now at 6:30 on WTOL 11, we are learning more about a situation last week that ended in a man dying during a shootout with Perrysburg Township police officers. What we now know about the moments leading up to it. An emergency crews responded to a rail yard in Lake Township after reports of a propane leak, the cause and where the situation stands this morning. It's Memorial Day, and that means the 100 deadliest days of summer are upon us. What local law enforcement wants you to keep in mind when out on the roads. Your 11 minutes of nonstop news starts right now. Let's get you started this morning with a look at your forecast. So let's get right over to meteorologist Ryan Weekman. Good morning to you, Ryan. Looks pretty busy behind you.
It certainly does. But Stephen, I think over the course of the next 60 to 90 minutes, we're going to see a pretty dramatic shift in radar showing things decreasing when it comes to the rainfall. After some steady showers this morning, drier air is now pushing in. We've got an arc of rain from Sandusky, Norwalk down towards Upper Sandusky. That's exiting east. Obviously some pretty good showers there across southern Michigan as well, but just a few light showers across the northern tier of the Toledo Metro from Holland, Springfield, Ottawa Hills up towards Sylvania and up towards, let's say, Washington Township. Heaviest rain's been falling across southeastern Michigan from Lenawee and Monroe County. Look how that is starting to decrease as well. So our forecast here, while there's still going to be plenty of clouds around today, the sun will try to fight through a bit, but it's not going to be able to warm us up much. Still talking highs in the low 70s. That's it for this Monday. And you better get used to some cooler weather, as you'll see coming up in my 10-day forecast. Let's swing it over to Maya right now at 6:31 for the latest look at our traffic tracker.
That's right. I just got off the phone with our local dispatch who tell us our roads are now fully clear. So you're not going to see any crashes as you're heading out the door this morning, but you are going to be looking forward to a few parades for Memorial Day. As we observe this day, you're going to see a parade on Consult, Genesee Street, Bakewell, Bogart, and then back to Consult. This is the Veterans of Foreign War Parade. That's a look at your Contrada Law Firm traffic tracker. Now, also, it is Memorial Day, and that means the start of the 100 deadliest days of summer. That's a time frame from now until Labor Day, where the Ohio State Highway Patrol says nearly 1/3 of all crashes happen within this time. Last year in Northwest Ohio, OSHP says there were over 9,000 crashes on our roadways during the 100 deadliest days. There were also more than 67,000 crashes statewide, 371 deadly crashes, killing 397 people over the past 5 years. About 1/3 of all crashes in Ohio, fatal crashes, occurred during these 100-day periods. During these 100-day, OSHP is making it a priority to spread awareness and safety tips. Troopers say you should obey traffic laws and avoid driving distracted, driving impaired, and speeding.
You know, for our teen drivers, it's important anytime they get behind the wheel to really pay attention to that driving. As they're just learning to drive, we truly ask that they just focus on driving itself. And it's important for people, their parents, their family, their friends, their loved ones, have the conversation with them about getting behind the wheel. And it is a huge responsibility. And it's not something you should take lightly.
It is a very dire time to make sure you take care of your teens. We are told the best way to stay safe during this time is to make arrangements to drive safely, map out your travel, and more. Stephen?
Maya, thank you so much. No injuries reported after a train went off the tracks in Lake Township, hitting a propane cylinder, causing a leak. Now, this happened near Ayers and Juliet Road last night. Fire crews initially thought the leak was from a rail car, but later determined it was coming from that propane cylinder. Lake Township's fire chief tells us the tank was shut off and there is no present danger. Now, chemicals were improperly discharged. That's what the city of Toledo says was the cause of a hazmat situation last week. This happened at Omni Polymers facility on Nebraska Avenue in central Toledo. Toledo Fire and Rescue and the U.S. EPA were called to the facility last Thursday for safety concerns. Testing of the private storm sewer showed trace amounts of arsenic, mercury, and zinc, indicating that chemicals have been improperly discharged. The city says there is no active threat to residents. Ohio's Bureau of Criminal Investigation is looking into a shooting involving Perrysburg Township Police. According to a press release from the department, a 911 caller reported seeing a man with a gun. Now, officers say when they arrived to the scene on Tracy Road, the man started firing a semi-automatic handgun at them. As the officers retreated, at least one officer returned fire, killing the suspect.
Very dangerous situation. Our officers responded well. They did what they were supposed to do, and given that situation, and acted in accordance with policy.
We're still waiting this morning to learn the name of the man killed in the shooting. All officers involved are now on paid administrative leave, as is standard procedure of the township, according to the police department. A utility billing practice called submetering is under question here in Ohio. Now, submetering is when a private company contracts with landlords to buy utilities like electric, gas, and water at bulk price and resells them to renters. Those companies aren't considered public utilities, so the billing practice isn't regulated. The Office of the Ohio Consumers Council says this means consumers are losing out on many rights, including the ability to shop around and access energy assistance programs. Several cities across our area are holding Memorial Day parades to honor the lives of those who died while serving the country. The city of Sylvania is one of them. Its parade starts at 10:15 this morning, stepping off at Northview High School. A Memorial Day service will then be held after around 11:15 at Veterans Memorial Field. Perrysburg is also having a parade today, starting at 10 this morning. It will begin at the corner of Louisiana and 5th with a service at Fort Meigs Union Cemetery after. Then in Adrian, the American Legion Post 97 Memorial Day Parade steps off in front of the Adrian Armory on West Maumee Street at 1 this afternoon. And the Sisters of St. Francis is holding its 3rd annual Memorial Day Art Fest. It's happening in front of the St. Francis Spirituality Center from noon until 3. This year will also include a sale of home and outdoor decor. Ice cream creations will be available as well, with all proceeds going to an organization supporting veterans. Happy birthday! A local World War II veteran is celebrating his 100th birthday. Born May 19th of 1924, Don Garrell is sharing some advice for the younger generations.
You can do almost anything if you want to. You have to want to, and don't listen to the naysayers.
Garrell met his wife Barb in 1952 before moving to Toledo in 57. The pair were married for 66 years. Well, it's do or die for the Toledo Walleye in Game 6 of the ECHL Western Conference Finals. The Walleye are down 3-2 in the series against the Kansas City Mavericks. The Mavericks took Game 4 in overtime Friday night, but our fish rallied back Saturday, winning 3-1. Puck drop for tonight's game is at 5:05 p.m.
All right, get you another look at what's happening when it comes to our forecast as you're waking up on this Memorial Day. Scattered showers now slowly coming to an end. It's been a wet morning so far after those showers and downpours. Thunderstorms last evening, a couple of them with some strong gusty winds. Right now, though, things are settling down. Again, we're on the back edge of these showers that arc all the way through West Virginia and further south. No strong or severe weather going to happen for today. Once this rain moves out, we're largely done with it for today, but replacing it is going to be a west wind. That cool breeze will be felt out there absolutely today, with temperatures back down near 70 for a high temperature. There you see some of the light showers east of town, and then here in the Toledo Metro, probably the next 30 to 60 minutes, just about wrapping it up. You can see how the rain's been shifting out of Lenawee County, where you had a pretty good downpour for the last hour or two. Here in the Toledo Metro, maybe just a few light showers, just enough to keep it damp as you get started for this morning. Some of our live cameras have been showing the very wet roadways this morning. Of course, Maya standing by. She'll have a look at that roadway forecast for you here in just a moment as well, but some raindrops on the camera lens for this Memorial Day. A live look from downtown Toledo. We call this kind of like an eagle's eye view. We're 400 feet up in the air from our downtown camera. We've still got some raindrops on this camera lens, but notice those clouds starting to break up just a little bit. It's going to be very tough to break out into full sunshine today, but if we do, it's going to be short-lived and those clouds will fill right back in. Temperature is 66 right now, not too bad. Problem is there's not going to be much of a climb that happens today temperature-wise. So out goes the rain. Here comes those overcast conditions by this afternoon after a little bit of sunshine this morning. A cooler evening. You'll feel that west breeze today. Although we get a break in the showers, they will return tomorrow with occasional showers and downpours on our Tuesday, keeping just a little bit of a wet, cool feeling in the air. Rest of our extended forecast takes that temperature all the way down to the upper 60s to start off for Wednesday. That's as cool as it gets. Then we start climbing temperature-wise Thursday and Friday, and by the upcoming weekend, look at this. We're talking highs into the 80s, and that summer feeling will certainly be back in the air. As promised, let's get it over to Maya right now with the latest on that traffic tracker.
That's right, weather and traffic always together. I'm going to continue that trend by getting you a live look at some of your areas now. We can zoom in to some more of our areas here. We can look at Douglas Road, I-475. You see not much traffic, not many cars out there, but those roads can be slick because it was raining this morning. So you want to make sure you still drive cautiously. We also have some areas to be cautious around that we see road closures. Market Street between Huron Street and Superior starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. today. Another one you're going to see ends at 8 p.m. tonight. Jackson Street, Erie Street between Huron. That's a look at your Contrada Law Firm Traffic Tracker.
Many will be spending this Memorial Day with friends and family, cooking up some grub, but it's costing you more to host those holiday get-togethers. We'll explain next.